Recently, I decided to reach out to over 15 different wholesalers and then also myself to collect data over the course of 100 closed real estate wholesale deals. With this data, I gave it to ChatGPT to basically summarize it, and I want to explain to you guys what the trends in real estate are right now and what you guys should be doing to actually close more deals. Obviously, this data is very useful. It is literally using the data of 100 closed real estate deals that made anywhere between $5,000 to $20,000 in assignment fees each. And keep in mind, these deals have all closed within the last year or two, and it just helps you visualize like what you actually need to be doing in this business and what you need to improve on to actually get more deals done. So if you're not closing deals, or even if you are closing deals, this is a great video for you to watch so you can get some insight on how the real estate market is nowadays. And yeah, let's just get straight into going over the data and then actually what the data means. All right, guys, I'll pop up the data on the screen as I read it so you guys can kind of visualize it. Basically, on average, it took 26 days per deal to close. Obviously, some deals are going to take longer, some days are going to be quicker. Usually, on average, when you lock up the deal to the point where it closes, it is going to take 26 days to close that deal and get paid. The average ARV of these properties was around $270,000, with the range being from $83,000 all the way up to $500K. Now the average purchase price was $143,000. The average ARV of these properties is $270,000, and the average purchase price that were put on these contracts was $143,000. That means on average, wholesalers are locking up properties at around 63% of ARV. So when you guys are locking up a property, this shows that you always have to do ARV times 0.7 minus repairs minus assignment fee to get an offer that is best for you and the investor. 18 out of 100 deals were because of tax delinquency, 14 out of 100 deals were because of pre-foreclosure, 14 out of 100 deals were also because of relocation, 13 out of 100 deals were because of an inherited property, 12 out of 100 were because of divorce, 11 out of 100 were because of a vacant property, and 18 out of 100 were because of some random other motivation. So the most motivated group of sellers, according to this data, were people who were delinquent on their taxes, meaning they are having trouble keeping up with paying their taxes. 21 out of 100 of these properties needed a full rehab, 19 out of 100 of these properties were in excellent condition, 16 out of 100 were in fair condition, 15 out of 100 were in burnt out condition, 16 out of 100 of these properties were also in poor condition, and then 13 out of 100 of these properties were described as good, like rental grade condition. And as far as lead sources, 49 out of 100 of these deals came from PPC, 22 out of 100 of these deals came from cold calling, 26 out of 100 deals came from SMS, and then oddly enough, 3 out of 100 deals came from referral. Obviously, this has to do with the type of wholesalers I was reaching out to. Most of the guys I know that are doing a lot of deals in the business have scaled with PPC, but then again, I know a lot of guys doing SMS. I know a lot of guys hiring cold callers as well. So that was just the lead sources. By cold calling, I don't mean manually cold calling, by the way. I mean hiring cold callers and getting them to call for you. Obviously, no wholesaler that is doing consistent 5 to 10 deals a month is actually cold calling nowadays. So now that we went over the data, I kind of want to show you guys how you can interpret that and what you guys need to be focusing on to close more deals. Obviously, the best method of marketing at scale is going to be PPC, but it's also the most expensive. I always recommend to get into this business, closing your first 1, 2, 3 deals with SMS, and then from there scaling up using the profit that you make from running SMS and putting that back into PPC. I would only recommend running PPC or something like Facebook ads if you had upwards of 10 to 15K a month to spend on the business. The reason why you have to spend so much with these marketing models is because the campaigns only perform if you spend a good amount of money. So the same exact campaign may perform way better spending $10,000 a month rather than spending $3,000 a month. Same exact campaign, no difference, same keywords, same everything. But the only difference is you're spending more on the other campaign and it's going to outperform the other campaign because of the spend. As far as the other pieces of data, obviously we need to worry about our underwriting. We need to make sure we're running properties at 70% of ARV or lower. If not, you're going to have a very low chance of selling these properties. On average, it was about 63% of ARV total. That is what these properties were being locked up at. So obviously that makes sense and correlates with the condition of these properties. There's not going to be too much repair costs because the majority of the properties were in decent condition. That also goes to show that you don't only need to be targeting super distressed properties. You can wholesale properties in good condition as long as the deal still makes sense. At the end of the day, it's just a numbers game. If you can make someone money on a transaction, then you can wholesale it. Also, the average ARV being around $270,000 shows that you guys do not need to target very, very cheap markets. Targeting markets with ARV around 100K may seem appealing simply because you're, lower ARV, more motivation, but those properties also tend to have the lowest spread. So if you target properties with higher ARV in areas with higher ARV, you can still find wholesale deals. Like on average, if I pull a list, I'd say I try and stay below the $300,000 ARV range, more so in the range of $150,000 to $275,000. That is my average list that I pull. But I've seen people do wholesale deals in $1 million neighborhoods. It really just depends on the deal, and obviously if you can strike the right lead, it is going to be a deal no matter what. And now for the most important piece of data in this entire video, the average assignment fee. The average assignment fee across the board of all these deals was $16,000. Now keep in mind, the people that I did ask for this data are very experienced wholesalers. They are not people that are just beginners underwriting bad deals and making low profit margins on these deals. These are experienced professionals that know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly how to underwrite these deals and how to make the most out of every single assignment fee. That just goes to show your average assignment fee really shouldn't be that low, and it plays hand in hand with your negotiation skills. If you're able to negotiate someone lower, you're going to make more on the assignment fee. So always open with a lower offer and then end with obviously your max allowable offer that can at least make you $10,000 on the deal. Underwriting is obviously very key in wholesaling. You need to be a good underwriter to be a good wholesaler. So if you need help with underwriting, I have a video linked below for it. That's going to show you my framework on how to underwrite properties effectively instead of obviously cutting yourself short and not getting the biggest possible assignment. So guys, that's basically going to be it for this video. I just wanted to go over the 100 wholesale deals and exactly the data that it showed. If you guys want to learn more about wholesaling, I have a bunch of other videos linked to my channel on exactly how to get started. But obviously this is a very good business model to get into nowadays. I know so many people making hundreds of thousands of dollars off this business model. So yeah guys, if you have any questions or video recommendations, drop them down below. And as always, leave a like, leave a sub, and leave a comment. I will have the link to apply to work with us one-to-one in the description as well. So if you guys want to work one-to-one directly with me and Hunter, where we either help you start or scale your wholesale business. So if you're already closing deals, we're going to help you close more deals by using our systems and our methods. Or if you're a beginner wholesaler looking to get into the model who hasn't really made much money online yet, we'll give you our texting system, our CRM, our automations. We'll basically give you everything and help you get to the point where you close your first deal. If you want this business done for you, apply down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.